What is going on, guys? It's your boy Dylan the Villain, and we're coming back at you with another Total Extreme Wrestling 2020 video. It is Monday, week 3 of Monday Nitro. This is the Go Home Monday Nitro until we get to Hog Wild. So here we are, guys. We're going to go ahead and start the pre-show. In an abysmal pre-show match, your boy Disco Inferno defeats Greg Valentine, Greg the Hammer Valentine, with the last dance. The match got a 45. Greg Valentine with the 44 and Disco Inferno with a 46. Lanny Poffo sucks as a road agent. If it wasn't for Macho Man, I would cut him loose because this roster is bloated. Oh my God, there's like 120 guys on the roster and girls on the roster, and it is jam-packed. Oh man. Which I already went through and cut some people that I'm just like, I'm never going to use them. So, yeah. Anyway, this is your opening contest of the night and a pre-show. And we move on to our tag team pre-show match. The Faces of Fear defeat the Armstrongs when Ming submitted Scott Armstrong with a Tungan Death Grip. Barbarian with a 56 and Ming with a 60. Steve Armstrong with a 33 and Scott Armstrong with a 35. That's terrible. Steve Armstrong, it seemed off his game. Mimo Barbarian got the tag team specialist. And Jimmy Hart doing some good work at ringside. Match got a 53. We open up the show. And we see the nWo limousine pulling up like always. And out come Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. There's no Hogan, no Eric Bischoff here tonight. And as we found out, well, we really didn't find out last week, but on an episode of something, we found out they I don't know why it's this. It's supposed to be something else. But Scott Hall and Kevin Nash show up. And they are alone tonight. They are alone. It's just them in the nWo. No Hogan. Hogan has the night off due to his contract that he gets the Nitro off before pay-per-views to rest up to be able to defend his title if he is the champion. This advances the Hulk Rules brother storyline, the Giant versus the Giant Killer storyline, and Diamond in the Rough storyline. Tonight, we have a huge tag team main event. As we know, last week, Diamond Dallas Page, everybody thought he joined the nWo, and he slipped in the ring and hit a diamond cutter on Scott Hall. Scott Hall is not too pleased about it, along with Kevin Nash. That's supposed to be their friend. That is supposed to be, these guys travel the road together. They're supposed to be friends. And they were just helping out a friend here tonight, last Monday, and Diamond Dallas Page turned his back on the nWo, teaming with Team WCW. Tonight, we will see Kevin Nash and Scott Hall take on Lex Luger and Diamond Dallas Page. We know that DDP did not join Team nWo, but is he Team WCW, or is he like Sting? He just has no side. Then again, we don't even know if Sting is part of the nWo. We have no clue. We're going to move on to the next segment. And it is Ultimo Dragon defending his Cruiserweight Championship against one Chris Jericho in a decent match. In a bout that had decent wrestling, not much way to heat. Chris Jericho defeats Ultimo Dragon by submission with the Lion Tamer. Chris Jericho wins the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. And the reason why he won the Cruiserweight Championship is because Ultimo Dragon decided that he wants to go to New Japan. His contract came up and he said he's not interested in staying with WCW. He's leaving. So I put the belt on one Chris Jericho. I like Chris Jericho. And after that, Chris Jericho cuts a promo and says, this is no longer WCW Nitro. This is no longer nWo Nitro. This will forever be known from this night forward. This television program will forever be known as Monday Night Jericho. WCW Monday Night Jericho. I am your Cruiserweight Champion. I am now your role model, your icon, everything that you want to be and aspire to be. I am what the little kids look up to. I am a Cruiserweight Champion that you and everybody here can be proud of. I am happy that I am Cruiserweight Champion, and I'll defend this championship against anybody, anytime they want a title. I'll be happy to defend this championship. This segment got a 67. We see Kevin Sullivan backstage with Mean Gene Okerlund. And Mean Gene goes, well, Kevin, for weeks now we have seen you come out and attack Chris Benoit during his matches. What is this all about? You keep saying that he slept with your wife. And he's like, he did. That son of a gun slept with my wife, woman. He's trying to take my woman away from me and make my woman his woman. Now, this ain't no wrestling storyline. This ain't no anything. This is as real as it gets. I caught him sleeping with my wife, and I'm going to punish him. I'm going to beat him down. I'm going to do anything I have to do to punish Chris Benoit. And don't think that woman is off scot-free, because she's just as guilty. So I went and I talked to President Jack Tunney, and at Hog Wild, I will have Chris Benoit one-on-one in a steel cage match. I want to beat him down till he can't move anymore for sleeping with my woman. That's pretty much it. Y'all, this is an old storyline, and I decided to keep it. You know, give Chris Benoit something to do. Yeah, that's that one. So at the pay-per-view, it will be Kevin Sullivan versus Chris Benoit in a steel cage match. Hyping up that match. In this match, I went ahead and dropped this storyline because this storyline, its heat was like a 40. So I went ahead and just dropped it. But we're still going to keep doing it, but like it's not going to be a storyline to affect the show ratings, pretty much. But the Amazing French Canadians defeat Harlem Heat when Carl Ouellet pinned Stevie Ray after a powerbomb. The match got 61. Harlem Heat both with a 63, Booker T and Stevie Ray, and John Russo with a 47, and Carl Ouellet with a 46. Both teams have excellent chemistry together. No, just Booker T and Stevie Ray. Announced the quality of the match boost. Sister Sherry did some good ringside work. Stevie Ray benefited having from Sister Chevy, have excellent chemistry together. And Colonel Parker did some excellent ring work. And basically, these men, after the match, they continued to scrap after the match. So this match is not the last that we're going to see them go at it. We will probably see them face off at the pay-per-view. This is the match that was hyped up last week as Scott Norton defeats Scotty Rigg by pinfall with a shoulder breaker. Oh, it was supposed to be the other way. I messed up on that one. Did I mess up on that one? Yeah. Okay, yeah. See, I put Scott Norton was supposed to lose, and then, yep, that was my fault on that one. Scotty Riggs was supposed to pick up the win. And after the match, Buck Bagwell comes in the ring and beats up Scotty Riggs. He beats him up. After pay-per-view, we're dropping this storyline too. Not a big fan of just not a big fan of the American males. I'd rather push them two as a tag team instead of singles competition, but that's just me. Segment got a 65. And it gained heat. Awesome. Buff Bagwell did an awesome job cutting a promo. He slides in the ring. He beats up Scotty Riggs, and they beat up Scotty Riggs after the match. It will be Buff Bagwell versus Scotty Riggs at the pay-per-view. And after that, we cut backstage. We go to commercial and we cut backstage. And we see Diamond Dallas Page, and he's getting ready for his match. The main event match, as he teams up with Lex Luger. And in walks the Giant and Randy Savage. And Lex Luger. I'm sorry about that one. And they're just like, look, we really appreciate you sticking with Team WCW and not joining those hooligans, the nWo. And DDP goes, hold on now. He goes, Kevin and Scott are still my friends. I still consider them friends. Why? They helped me out when nobody else helped me out, and vice versa. You know, it's not Kevin and Scott that I'm worried about. It's Hulk Hogan that I'm worried about. And his ego and his big, out of control ego. You know, I believe that Kevin and Scott are in a daze due to the money. And if the money wasn't there, I don't think there would be Team nWo. I don't even think they would be a part of the nWo. I believe that they would be Team WCW along with the rest of us. But Kevin and Scott are still my friends, and I'm hoping one day that they would turn their back on Hope and join Team WCW. And, you know, Lex the Giant and Randy Savage, they kind of just chuckle and go, well, you know, it all started with them two. And I don't think they're going to turn their back on Hulk anytime soon. And Dallas is just like, well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. And Lex is pretty much like, hey, man, like, as long as you're Team WCW, then I have your back, and I need to know if you have my back. And Dallas is just like, well, you seen how I felt about the nWo. And he's like, yeah, but do you feel the same way about WCW? And Dallas is like, look, I don't need anybody. Okay? I'm looking out for me and what's best for DDP. Not WCW, not nWo. I don't care about all that. I don't care if nWo is trying to take over WCW. I don't care. That don't bother me or affect me any. What affects me is my rise to the top. And I don't care if you're in my way. I don't care if Kevin and Scott are in my way. I'm going to be World Heavyweight Champion, and that's my goal, is to be champion here in WCW. And Randy Savage is like, well, yeah, I can respect that, you know. That's what every competitor dreams of being, as a world champion one day. And anyway, excuse me, guys. He's like, that's what every competitor dreams of, being a world champion one day. You know, but as of right now, we just need to know if we can count on you. And DDP's just like, I don't know. Can I count on y'all? You know? And they kind of have a stare down, and he's just like, all right, well, we'll see you in the ring. I didn't know how to end that segment. But they got a 93. Randy Savage did good talking. And it advances all these storylines. Oh, yes. Lanny Poffo sucks at the road agent. In a decent match, Jeff Jarrett, he picks up the win against Lord Steven Regal by submission after blatantly cheating. William Regal goes to hit the brass knuckles, and he misses, and Jarrett grabs him and hits him. He wins the WCW World Television Championship. Jeff Jarrett picks up a title just like Ric Flair said. You know, he wants world champions in the Four Horsemen. Four Horsemen is made up of champions. And Jeff Jarrett, he picks up a championship. The match got a 67. We move on to the next segment. And the remaining members of the Four Horsemen, except for Steve McMongo, I forgot to put Steve McMongo. Old Mongo. Steve McMichael, Mongo. They come out and they stand there as Jarrett walks to the back with the television championship, and he walks into the locker room, and he lays the television championship down in front of Ric Flair, and he's just like, I did what you asked me to. I went and won the championship. And Ric's just like, well, yeah, that's great and all, but can you defend your championship? Jeff Jarrett's just like, yeah, I can defend my championship What are you talking about? Of course I can defend my championship. And he's just like, Ric Flair's like, all right, well, you can defend your championship. Why not at Hog Wild, you defend that television championship against Dean Malenko? And if you win, I will have no choice but to consider you a member of the Four Horsemen. And if you lose, then I don't want to hear anything about you joining the Four Horsemen. Jeff Jarrett's just like, all right, yeah, that's the deal. He shakes Ric Flair's hand and he stares Dean Malenko down and he walks out of their locker room. So at the pay-per-view, we will see Jeff Jarrett take on Dean Malenko for the WCW World Television Championship. We move on to the next segment. And it is, we get... Bear with me, guys. I'm going to try my best on this one. We see Hulk Hogan, and he's at the beach, you know, and he, Scout Wutal, what are those chairs called? Like a lawn chair?
Yeah.
But like they recline, you know what I'm talking about? They have them at swimming pools and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're kind of like a yard chair.
Yeah. So Hogan's at the beach, you know, he has a margarita in his hand and everything. He has like sunscreen underneath his eyes and everything like that, you know, like he's looking goofy. That's the best way I can put it. And he has a margarita in his hand with the little umbrella and a straw, and he's drinking it and everything, and he goes, "Oh, brother, I didn't expect the camera crew to be out here, brother. I guess y'all want me to say something about my match against Randy Savage coming this Sunday. Well, let me tell you something, brother. You already know who's going to win, brother. You already know that Hollywood Hulk Hogan, brother, is going to be world champion for a long, long time, brother. There's not one person in the WCW locker room, brother, who can beat me, brother. It doesn't matter if it's Macho Man, Randy Savage. It don't matter if it's the Giant. It don't matter if it's Lex. Hell, it doesn't even matter if it's that face-painted up freak Sting. None of them can take this championship away from me. Now, excuse me, I gotta prepare for my match this Sunday at Hog Wild." And then he just leans back into the chair and he starts drinking his margarita drink again as the cameraman kind of like slowly fades away from Hogan. The segment got 100. Hogan just hyping up the big pay-per-view matchup against Randy Savage this Sunday. We move on to the next segment. It is Eddie Guerrero. In a decent match, Eddie Guerrero defeats Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Lanny Poffo sucks as a road agent. Once again, I got to take him off of being a road agent. And he defeats Jim Duggan with a Frog Splash. Eddie Guerrero makes defense number 2 of the WCW. I'm going to change the name of that. United States Heavyweight title. I like the heavyweight part in it. Eddie Guerrero defending his championship and picking up the win once again. We move on to the next segment. And it is Scott Hall and Kevin Nash as they come to the ring. And they cut a promo. It's paid for by the nWo before their matchup. And they said, "Dally, man, you made a big mistake. We thought you were cool, man. We thought you were one of us. You don't want to rock the black and white, man? Come on, Dally. You're smarter than that. Look what we did. Look what the three of us did. Hulk's world champion. We're tag champions. Anybody else who joins our rank, I'm pretty sure they're going to be champions too. Because we have that, you know," and he kind of does the masturbation hand gesture. And he goes, "We got that stroke with the head office." And Scott Hall goes, "Yeah, head." And Kevin Nash kind of slaps him on the chest and like, "Get serious, get serious." He goes, "Dally, You break my heart, man. Me and Scott here, we thought you were one of us. We thought we can trust you. We wanted to bring you in. It took a lot of convincing from Hulk just to even offer you a t-shirt. And what you do, you ripped up our colors, you threw it on the ground. What a shame, Dally. What a shame. Now you're going to team up with the giant. And I wish I can still flex Lex Luger. Come on, man. You're going to team up with those guys? Come on, Dally. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? It's going to break my heart when I hit the jackknife on you and lay you out for the 1, 2, 3 in tonight's main event. And Scott says, or I can just hit him with the insider's edge. Kevin's like, that's a good idea too. Hey, why not both? And Scott's just like, yeah, I like the sound of that. We'll see you in the ring, Dally. And we move on to our next segment in our main event in a sectional match. That got an 89, not bad. Not bad. That's about what I was expecting. The Outsiders defeat Diamond Dallas Page and Lex Luger when Kevin Nash pinned Lex Luger following a jackknife powerbomb. After interference from Six runs out and he hits Lex Luger in the back with a pipe. And Kevin Nash jackknifes him and pins him 1, 2, 3 in the ring. This advances the Giant versus the Giant Killer storyline along with the Diamond in the Rough. Kevin Nash benefited from having crowd support along with Diamond Dallas Page. Fans love these two men. This segment got an 89. We are going to go ahead and finish the show. The segment got a 96. 6, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. It looks like 6 has joined the nWo. Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and 6 continue to beat up DDP and Lex Luger and outcome the Giant and Randy Savage to make the save. And we're going to go ahead and finish the show. This show did an 88. This did a lot better than last week's. Now that I changed storylines and added storylines, everybody was in the WCW versus nWo storyline. And I was just like, okay, that's the only good storyline going on. I'm going to split it up into different little storylines here and do that and split it up. So we're going to go ahead and finish the show. And then I am going to go ahead and skip a few days and book Hog Wild. Guys, thank y'all for watching the video. Thank y'all for liking. And what's this here? Mankind, British Bulldog, Brian Pillman, and Paul Bearer started a new group. That's why I love the AI here in TEW, because they do some weird booking decisions and weird storylines. But anyway, fantastic show, obviously. This has been WCW Monday Nitro. I am Dylan DeVillain, and like always, guys, thank y'all for watching the video. If you stumbled upon this video and like what you see, the subscribe icon will be over the WCW Monday Nitro logo. If you like this video and want to go back and catch up on the previous episode, to catch up what's going on in the world of WCW, that video will be right here. And if you want to go check out my pride and joy, what I put a lot of my effort into, the WWF save, that save will be right here, guys, and you can go back and watch that playlist. My name's Dylan Villain. Thank y'all for watching the video. Thank y'all for liking the video. Leave a comment down below. Remember, guys, liking the video is going to let me know whether y'all want to see more WCW or ECW. I enjoy booking both. I have big plans for both, but one has to go. I can't put my time into both shows. I can only invest my time into one, pretty much. So, one of them has to go. Which one is it going to be? Is it going to be ECW? Is it going to be WCW? Guys, the whole month of December It's just these two companies. Which one will continue moving forward as me booking it, and which one will we have to say goodbye to? We are going to go ahead and book the pay-per-views and put the pay-per-views out. But your likes will let me know which one y'all like, and y'all's comments will let me know which one y'all like moving forward. Thank y'all for watching the video. My name is Dylan the Villain, and like we always say here at Pro Am Gaming, if you can't play with each other,
Play with yourself.
thank you, Sky Wutai. We'll see y'all at the pay-per-view, guys.